Hello, welcome to qualifying for Division 3 of the Division 3 European Rapid Racing League. I'm here joined by nobody. Ha ha ha. We are in qualifying. Hopefully some cars get out on track quickly. There's only 18 minutes to set a time. No faffing around. And I just need to get onto my Twitch so that I can see if I am there. I am there. And there we go. Just pop that in there. And we're golden. And just to double check that I can hear myself. Hello, hello, hello. I am me. Can I hear me? Hello. Why can't I hear me? Because it's muted. There I am. I am hearing me. Cool. So, qualifying of the lovely Division 3 Rapid Racing League. And for some reason I have no sound. Now I have sound. Cool, cool, cool. So, track map. Some bits and bobs. Look at the tires. Fastest. So, who's gonna set the fastest lap? So our first car out on track was that of Hottie on and out laps. Doesn't really matter that he's invalidated it. Something about Twitch. Coming round to... Oh, apparently Chopper's already on his flying lap. How did that happen? He must have been straight out. On board. Here he is then. Coming through Sector 2. Through the fast right-hander of Cops. Maggots and Beckets then. And what I might even do is bring up a little stuff. Just so I actually get the names of everything right. I think just check. Stowe. Ah, Stowe's that one. Okay. Yes, Cops. Cops, Maggots, Beckets, Chapel, Higher Straight, Stowe, Vale, Club, Hamilton Straight, Abbey, Farm, Village, Loop, Entry, Wellington Straight is the one up the middle, and into Brooklyn, Suffield, Woodcock. Cool, cool, cool. So, no lap time there for Dropper. He's doing a fastest first sector. Scotty to Hottie is going to be the first one across the line. 1:29.3. Adaros beats it immediately on the mediums with a 1:29.0. And Luke X. Smith, a 1:28.877. Then we've got Rapid Tam coming round. He doesn't set time. Captain Muley is DNF'd in Maggots and Beckets. Linguine with a 1:29.7. It's Zach with a 1:28.1. Maybe that was just because I was there. And Chrissy is still in the pits. Francis, invalidated lap. Rapid Tam goes fastest in the first sector. Purple in the first sector. Dropper coming around on an invalidated lap. Yunan's wet. Fan favourite, Yunan's wet. Purple in the first sector. That's coming through whatever these corners are. Luffield, Woodcock. Down, whatever this one is, doesn't have a name, and then into Cops. Then we have Maggots, Beckets. So Yanan's wet with a 127.8, and how are we doing? Where is Broad? I mean Broad. I believe he doesn't have enough Xbox Gold to play online. He spent his money on something else or something like that, so it doesn't. That's where he is, if you mean Broad. So, Rapid Tam then is currently sat in P3, which is nice to see. He's made the drop from Div 2 to Div 3, just to no longer available on the Wednesdays, but it's available on the Thursdays, so try his hand to Div 3, so he should be reasonably good at getting up there. What he's running the risk of doing though is wearing out his soft tyres for the race, as with short qualifying these are the tyres that he'll be starting on, so he kind of needs to come in, put on a fresh set and try and beat his time. At the moment he's just running around wearing his tyres out quite a bit. And, come into the pits, J Francis, not J Francis, not Bongai Ryan. There's a blue car and it's not telling me which one it is. It must have just been your hands wet. Jeez, where's that blue car? Adaros. That's the one. So, yeah, we've got Chrissy. Somebody's just set a time. Chrissy, someone invalidated lap. Bongai Rise just come into the pits. Was out already. Rapitam is going slow through Maggots and Beckett's. Looks like it's on low fuel. Good for him. Chrissy is still invalidated. Dropper. Okie dokie. Anybody, still looking for a lap from Chrissy, coming around the final corner then. And across the line we go. And it's enough for 12th. So it's better than being last. I guess. Bongai is on an outlap at the moment. Rapitam is coming to the pits eventually. Yunan's wet. Going again on a set of tires. Loses the back end though. Noctua is a king, is he? I didn't know that. Round the last corner, Adoros comes, can he improve? Nope. Scotty to Hottie is on an invalidated lap, Chrissy invalidated lap, Sass and Ghost, are they on a hot lap? A little bit squirrely through Magnus and Beckett's there. Into whatever corner this is. I need to get a little there we go, nice and big. Just need to like flip it upside down. Oh, save it. Copy damage. No, but if I flip it then I won't be able to read it. Into this is Brooklands, this is the field. And around through Woodcote, down the support pits. He's invalidated, so we shouldn't really watch him. Bongai Rai is eventually on a lap, going through Village, Loop, Aintree. Down the Wellington Straight we go then. Down into Brooklands, left, around the little lip lump. Oh, he's invalidated as well. Linguine comes across the line, 11th onto the lap now, cuts the first corner drastically, invalidates that as well. Scotty to Hoddy, coming in to the Maggots and Becketts, nice carry the speed through. Around here, keep it tight to the right to give you the best. Through on to Hanger Straight. Coming down then into Stowe. Come going into Cox. are we at? Long RRL still hasn't set a time yet. Coming into corners, looks like it's not going to be able to set the time. So Bongai Rai, the big cheese, the title protagonist, as you could probably say. A bit early days, but very much one of the quickest kids on the block. Was starting P15 with Yunan's Wet starting in P1. A lot of work for Bongai Rai to do during the race, but unfortunately together. Scotty to Hottie with the P9, not too bad. Jay Francis up there in 7, coming from 4. That's a good job for him. Zach P2, not all that far away from Yunan's Wet, just 7 thousandths off. That's it for qualifying, and then we'll be moving on to the race. Just wait for everybody to get in. Then we'll be off to the races, so to speak. It's the 20 was the Hamilton Straight called the Hamilton Straight in 2020? I have a feeling they named it after the race. Maybe they did name it. Grief has joined. No grief, wrong lobby. Righty-ho, moving forward. So, pole position goes to Yunan's Wet 8238. Then, 7 thousandths behind was Zach Rapid Tam, Luke Smith, somebody else, all the way down, and Bongai Rai starting right from the back. And just some time for people to get everything sorted. So, just a few seconds left, and there will be formation lap, he says. I am 90% confident that there is formation lap. Maybe 90, 92, 93, 94, 95? See the little green line on your mini map? That lets you know before the start that there's a formation lap. Little trick for you. Also, the lights never actually go on. It's also the other nice way of doing. So we have the formation lap then. So P1 is Yunan's Wet, and starting in second. On the front row is Zach Rapid Sam then in P3. Luke Smith P4. McLaren, Schropper in the Aston Martin starting in 5th, Nokchai in 6th in the Haas, Scotty to Hottie starting At P7 in the Ferrari. J. Francis starting in P8 in the Red Bull. The FG Marvin in the Mercedes starting in 9. Adaros in 10 in the Williams. Le Green in 11th in the other Alpha Tauri. Then starting in 12th we've got Chrissy in the other Haas. Assassin Ghost in the Williams starting P13. Captain Muley in the Alpine in 14th, and Bongai Rai rounding us out in starting 15th in the other Alpine. So Bongai Rai is your championship leader at the moment with 38 points over Yonan Zwet, P2 in the championship with 26, just that win and fastest lap on the first round in France. Gives Yonan Zwet 26 points. Bongai Rai got 12 points in France, and then a win and fastest lap in Austria. So it's very much between those two. Zach is also up there. He's P3 in the championship with 21. Then Chrissy not too far in behind, but Chrissy's got a lot of work to do here to get themselves up from P12. Bongai Rai really the one to look out for in this race then. Coming from the back, Yonan Zwet then on pole position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And out they go. And wait for the game to catch up. And off we go. Yonan Zwet then with the lead up the straight. And Zach has lost a couple of positions. Comes into the first corner we go. And a couple of people dropping down there. Tropper up into P2. Good job from them. And Yonan Zwet holding the front there. Zach has managed to get themselves back into third. Not Chai in fourth. Lukac in fifth. Rapid Tam is currently in sixth. Zach has lost that. Oh, Zach has span. And he's span out there. Can he get himself back on track? A couple of people nudging and barging. Tropper then up into P2. Should have a nice clean race from here on now. When you're that far up, you can stay out of the way of all the problems. Looks like Zach has managed to get themselves going again. And my advice to them: don't give up. Yesterday I was about 50-something seconds behind, and I came back to get to finish in the podium. So just never give up. There's no point, retiring yourself if you have a bad start. Bongai Rai started from the back, and he's already made his way up to 8th position. And drive-through penalty there for J. Francis for a severe collision. It's not very good. Just the 5 seconds for Scotty to Hottie, and drive through for J. Francis then, as that's the tyres. So looking back ahead, Yonan Zwet, then Tropper in behind, and not Chai in P3, sticking in behind them. Lukac Smith in the McLaren, staying with them as well. Adaros doing well on those medium tyres, just to keep in contact. Green, and then right in behind is Rapid Tam, also on the soft tyres. Scotty Tahati and J. Francis both going to the hards to get to the end. While the hards will go to the end, they're just not a very quick tyre, so struggling to really make best use of those hard tyres, to be honest. I had to pit at the end of lap 1, and then I went on to soft and then mediums, but I would have thought mediums and then to softs would be a good strategy if you're getting lap 1. And yeah, Yunan's wet is in P1. And we're just waiting to see what happens with this timing. Was that somebody going sideways? No, everything seems fine. So Tropper then is looking at the back of Yunan's wet. Goes fastest in the first sector. 3 laps, get those tyres up to speed, up to temperature, and Chai is not too far behind either. It's a nice line, using a lot of ERS there though, Nok Chai, as Yunan's wet's really conserving his ERS. Tropper then tucked in behind. Nok Chai does have a penalty. So Tropper then looking to make a move on Yunan's wet at some point soon. We'll have the DRS and we'll be using all the ERS. We will run out of ERS quite soon. That was a very bold move there. Makes it stick, and Yunan's wet kind of had to duck out the way of it, but still very much a legal move. Bold, very bold, but luckily Yunan's wet is a reasonable driver as well, or you wouldn't have got that to stick. Nok Chai then. Looking to also get past Yunan's wet. We'll be running low on ERS here, as Yunan's wet will have the DRS on Tropper. Not using the ERS here as well though, just keeping it nice and chill. So we've got a Haas there. I believe that's of Chrissy that just lost it and has managed to get back on again. Yunan's wet then, up in behind Tropper. Scotty to Hottie picking up a 3-second. Tropper going out very wide there. This is Yunan's wet's time to pounce. Keep it nice and steady through Maggots and Beckett's. Get a nice exit out of this corner and then onto the straight. DRS and ERS. Use your ERS as well and you'll be flying. You can do the same move that they did up the inside. Thank you very much. I'll have that back. Holds it up the inside as does the Tropper did last time. Tropper then cuts back in front and Nok Chai then comes up the three wide. Oh, Tropper in behind Nok Chai now. Going for the lunge on Nok Chai, gets back ahead. And Nok Chai will have the DRS. They both have DRS open. Chai here. Oh, out onto the gravel. That'll lose him some time. And, Jay Francis saying he's having to retire, but he hasn't actually retired, so AI will probably still be driving around. It's not a problem. Nok Chai then here losing a bit of time as Luke Smith is on the approach. Nok Chai running out of ERS. Luke Smith then with the ERS and DRS should closing the gap quite nicely. Here comes Tropper up to look at Yunan's wet. Will he make a bold move again, or are these two just gonna start settling down and get a move on? Tropper has picked up a penalty as well, which is not going to help their situation. Nok Chai has lost second off of the back of Tropper, so we'll lose the DRS. Linguine picks up a 3-second. Nok Chai did cut that corner as well, so Chrissy picking up another 3 seconds as well. Luke Smith then in behind Nok Chai. He'll be looking to close down on those ahead of him. you are around, please go and fire in the pits, something like that. Rapid Kahoot is broadcasting. Nice to know. Dropper. Oh, as we've lost our timing screen, but it's safe to say Dropper's in behind Janan's Wet, and he is capable of catching up with him. Just a little bit. Yunan's Wet should start easing away a bit, as he's a very consistent driver as well. So hopefully, I would say all four of these drivers should start kind of just keeping a second gap and move along as a pack. It's probably what's going to happen soon. But Luke Smith is looking to catch up to Not Chai. Chai very much dropping off the back of Dropper here then. As gap is now 1.6, 1.5. Lukac is just about within the second. Dropper almost out of the second, but we'll get the DRS this time. Should close the gap substantially. And it's a bit of a waste of time using your ERS. You might just want to hold on to that, start recuperating it. Sit in behind Yunan's Wet for a while. Scotty to Hottie gets another 3-second time penalty. Dropper then still sat in. Rapid Sam though up around the inside of Adaros. Adaros kind of closing the door quite a bit there as well. Very much wheel bashing there. Just keep an eye on these two, see if anything else occurs. Gets the DRS. Better tucking in behind them. Gets ERS using as well. Tries to go for the outside. No work. Rapitam a little bit earlier on the brakes there. It's a very bold move. That was never going to work. And now you have a lot of catching up to do. Rapitam going for the inside line, holding the inside line. Adaros Rapitam going out wide then. Adaros will have the DRS here. You've got to stay in behind him if you want to get the slipstream. And the best thing to do is when you know you're not going to get it is to tuck back in and try and hold the reasonable line. There's no point diving up the inside, backing out of it, but still holding your line. You're better just to tuck back in again and carry on with your better line. Linguine then is looking at the back of Adaros, looking to make use of this little stream of cars in front of him to move himself up the order. Just get a better drive through here. Adaros cuts the corner a bit there, Linguine, and we're certainly starting to rack up some of the penalties here. Linguine tucked in behind Adaros. Won't have the overspeed enough because the Adaros has the DRS as well. Gets a better line through the corner though. And penalties will very much play a part in this game, as Adaros just tucking in behind Tam again. Linguine then with a drive out the corner. Can he get tucked in behind him enough to get the overspeed on the slipstream? It's not quite good enough through there. Adaros goes out wide. Linguine with the better line into the corner, and just hold it nice and steady. You will lose your downforce a bit though as you're following somebody else. Adaros is being interesting lines, trying to break free from Tam's dirty air as well. Not going to expect a move there from Linguine. It's a little bit too far back as he's really closing the gap now. Get a better drive out the corner. Here we go then. has the better drive, will have the overspeed. Can he get enough of a tow? Down this straight into Cops we go. Can't hold it flat, and in we come. Oh, and backs out of it. Doesn't feel confident going through the corners, as we have a yellow flag further back, and that is Assassin Ghost getting himself back on track. And through Cox, I believe, and back on track onto Maggots and Beckett's then. Linguine on the back of Adaros as Not Chai and Tropper both come into the pits. Lukac Smith carries on, trying to get a bit more out of these tyres, as does Yunanswet. Yunanswet coming up to the back of Jay Francis, a lap down. Linguine still looking at the back of Adaros. What Linguine could do is he should probably come in next lap, just to there's no point hiding behind people. You may as well bring yourself in, kind of try the undercut, so to speak. Very much something that Linguine could do here is the undercut. Same with Adaros will want to go long onto these mediums, so yeah, Linguine should can't get past Adaros soon. He should probably just come into the pits, then just get through nicely. Tropper then sitting in behind Chrissy. Chrissy on the old tyres, Tropper on the fresh mediums, using the ERS, coming in behind them. Chrissy goes for the outside line, Tropper up the inside into, yeah, that's almost what happened with Max Verstappen and Hamilton, but manages just to rub shoulders enough and keep going. It was a bold move, but certainly the move was on, unlike Verstappen, I suppose. And a bunch of people into the pits then. That's Rapid Tam, Lukac Smith and Yunanswet all coming into the pits. It will be bumped down the order somewhat. Tropper then trying to get past Chrissy. He must have lost it a bit there, and Chrissy must have got back past. And he just needs to make sure he stays ahead of these people coming out the pit lane, and does that. And he has lost a bit of time to Yunanswet by the looks of it. And that is 100% not on. So Yunanswet is looking at P1 as the 3 cars ahead of him on the old mediums. Lukac Smith, Lukac Smith, Green, Rapid Tam, looking at the back of Linguine here. Going for the inside line, ooh, with the switch back with Linguine. Linguine gets the switch back, nice move. But it doesn't stick for Tam there, as Chrissy's up in behind as well. They're all looking to make a move, not going to happen. Green just says thank you very much. I'll have that place back, thanks. And, it's a bit of an interesting defensive line that Tam was running there. And, doesn't always pay out. Tam running out VRS as well, so I'll struggle to attack. Obviously he's dropped a bit off the back here. Tam then following in behind Lynn Green. Oh, what a dive from Tam there. Saw the braking coming there from Lindgreen and just thought, you know what, sod braking, I'm just going to go straight here, and stayed on the racetrack and it worked out. It was a decent move there from Tam, and Lindgreen now the one coming up behind Tam again, looking to get back past. We've had a couple of back and forths between these two drivers so far. See if any more carry on. Bongai Rai is in behind Adarose then, going long on these medium tyres, and Bongai Rai will be looking to get himself into that top spot so he can start stretching his legs. As FGE Marvin comes into the pit lane, 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane, and oh, he's decided to retire from the race. Bongai Rai then run out of ERS here though, as he's looking to get past Adarose. Should be able to get through. It was a bit tight there. That will add to your tally, surely. Has the DRS now, doesn't have any ERS to add to it though. Goes for the inside line then, up the inside, and very much side by side. Fortunately that's the way that corner runs. Goes looking for the deep corner cut here. Adarose leaving plenty of room. Lovely switch back there, and Adarose just has to submit to the overtake. Oh, he's coming back now, up the inside, and lovely move there by Adarose up the inside of Bongai Rai. Captain Mule isn't too far behind, and they managed to get themselves stopped into the corner. Adarose needs to get his foot down, but not too fast, so you do spin that back up. As Bongai Rai then looking to get back past again with a very low ERS here, and up the inside. Yeah, and it just drifted out too much there, and got caught out. Yanan's wet then coming around in the Red Bull, so Bongai Rai has dropped in behind him. Captain Mule coming up behind Adarose then, and he equals the gap, and as he cuts a large amount of corner off there, Adarose taking a lot of excess runoff. Into Maggots and Beckett's we come then. Can Captain Mule hold it through nicely as Adarose just ahead? Captain Mule with the DRS then, and using ERS, you won't be catching him here, but on the next bit you might be catching him. Yanan's wet then on the fresh mediums, and really looking to move himself forward. Captain Mule in behind Adarose. Nice clean racing there. Captain Muley knowing when he's beating on the brakes and backs out of it. Adaros then still in front. Captain Muley in behind. Same lap old tyres, so they'll both be looking to move on to the soft soon. And if Captain Muley fancies the undercut, he can jump onto the softs early and try and jump Adaros in the pits instead of trying to get him on track. Oh, it goes a bit wild through the corners there. Captain Muley in behind with the DRS, not using ERS either though. Doesn't decide to use it. Up the inside we go into whatever the hell this corner's called, and he's in behind and he gets the move done. Adaros looking to dive up the inside. That move was never on, not at all. Not in the month of Sundays was that move available for you. So Captain Muley gets back on track ahead. Adaros in behind in P3. Bongai Rai into the pits. Take off those tyres, see if you can undercut these guys a bit. And Adaros then in behind Captain Muley. Captain Muley getting his getting on the loud pedal, getting a move on. FG Marvin has left the session. Captain Muley then, as Adaros will have DRS, still has plenty of ERS as well. Goes for the inside, lovely. That's how you have the overspeed, that's how you get the move done. Up the inside of Captain Muley, and he's well and truly past now. Captain Muley then, it's his turn to catch up and deploy that DRS. And plenty more penalties being awarded here as Captain Muley, as we come through Cops. Muley with a better exit through the corner. We'll catch them through Maggots and Beckett's probably here as well. And then round on to Chapeau and Hanger Straight. Captain Muley with another 3 seconds time penalty. It's all very well racing other cars on track, but if you start gathering hundreds of penalties, it's a bit pointless. And they both dive into the pits. Into the pits they come. Adaros then is ahead in the Williams garage, so he'll be driving further down. Captain Muley, unfortunately, isn't a bit like real life where one car holds the other, so they will just kind of ghost into each other. So Adaros keeps ahead of Captain Muley. They does have to be careful not to run into the back of him coming out the pit lane as well though. As they come out the pits, and Captain Muley comes out. Bongai Rai and Adaros get fed out right next to each other. So Bongai Rai's got the inside line and he has the tyres that are up to scratch. Adaros in behind then, as comes up, going for the inside line. Up the inside he goes, as Bongai Rai trying to hold it round the outside. A little love tap on the front wing there as well. Bongai Rai looking to get up the inside here, as has the momentum, and Adaros. How much do you want to squeeze somebody off the track? But just about enough room left there. Bongai Rai then coming into Maggots and Beckett's. Adaros still ahead, and Captain Muley's not too far behind either. So Bongai Rai in behind Adaros here. Has the DRS and ERS wide open. Up behind him then, going for the outside line, and has way much overspeed, and Adaros just holding it later on the brakes. Stays ahead for now. Bongai Rai does have the line into the next corner, cuts it quite drastically there, and Adaros coming back through. There's a Ferrari off in the background. That's Scotty Tahoti. Adaros then coming back at Bongai Rai. Bongai Rai gets another 3 second time penalty, cutting that corner a little bit too much there. So Adaros looking to get back at Bongai Rai. And with these guys, it seems to be every single corner is an opportunity. Bongai Rai then getting his foot down. Adarose will have the DRS. Borongai Rai trying to cut that toe. And in we come here. This is Brooklands into Luffield, around to Woodcote. And Adarose in behind Borongai Rai then. They really need to catch the guys ahead. It does look like the starting on the soft, jumping to the mediums, they're going to manage to hold themselves quite far ahead, as Borongai Rai is still 11.7 behind, and Adarose just cutting the corner quite drastically there. Picks up a 3-second time penalty. You can't straight line Maggots and Becketts, ladies and gentlemen. Down the whatever the hell it is, hanger straight. Down the hanger straight. No. Yes. Yes, down hanger straight. Through Stowe we go. Into Vale. And Adarose still staying there. Captain Muley is looking to get a piece of the action. Captain Muley looking to get past these guys. Or at least get past Adarose and tuck in behind his teammate. Borongai Rai now starting to get his foot down. Does a fastest lap of the race. Adarose trying to stay with him. Captain Muley. Can he keep up with him? And Adarose looking at the back of Borongai Rai. And sticking in behind him then. Captain Muley in behind him as well. So it's a little train of cars all with DRS. Doing well to conserve their ERS as well here, as Borongai Rai probably using quite a lot of it to defend. So Adarose still has plenty. Captain Muley then on the back of Adarose. And we're going back and forth between all these drivers. And there's another massive corner cut there for Captain Muley. These penalties must be way, way, way up into the... there you go. Captain Muley 9, Adarose 9, Borongai Rai 9. Linguine 12, Tam 12, Notchai 9. So lots of penalties galore. Rapid Tam then up the inside of Lukac Smith then. Getting the move done. And I need to get the gap on, otherwise I don't know what's going on. Further back, Adarose has dropped in behind Captain Muley. So Muley's made the pass at some point. Adarose then will be falling off the back then, by the looks of it. And it can't keep up the pace all the time. Eventually, the faster guys will start getting away from you, as Captain Muley loses his back end a little bit there. And through Village and the loop, Aintree we come. Down Wellington Street. And Adarose will have DRS, but Captain Muley won't. Bit of a late line there for Adarose, trying to stay with Captain Muley. And Assassin Ghost is looking at staying with J. Francis. J. Francis only with the 3-second time penalty, so he is doing well in that regard. Though he is 20 odd something seconds behind. Car in front, Lukac Smith looking to get past Rapid Tam. Adarose get back past Captain Muley then. Captain Muley will be... was a bit of an interesting thing there as well, Captain Muley. Assassin Ghost has retired from the race there. And we've got a VSC, so they all have to stay at the deltas. Guarantee someone will speed and get a drive-through though. And Nan's went very much at the front of the race here, not shy in second. And Rapid Sam in third with a whole host of second penalties. Luke Smith with just 3 seconds there in 4th position. Linguini in 5th with 15 seconds of penalties. Long Rai in 6th with 9 seconds. Adarose with 9 seconds. 7th, Captain Muley with 12 seconds in 8th position. Chrissy down in P10 with 21 seconds. Drive-through penalty, speeding under the VSC. Drive-through penalty, speeding under VSC. I did say that there'd be at least one person. There was 2. Captain Muley then. And we've gone green. So Captain Muley will be looking to get past. Also, Luke Smith isn't too far away from Rapid Sam up ahead. Lynn Green as Scotty Tahati's lost it on the main straight. Looks like he's managed to get going again. We are on lap 23 of 26, now 24 of 26. Lukac Smith closing down. Lynn Green also catching there. Adarose past Captain Muley, looking at Bongai Rai here. Riding on board, takes it very wide out to the side. Into Vale Club. Into the main straight. Rapid Tam picking up 3 second time penalties. Jack Smith. Captain Muley on the back of Adarose. Nothing. Chrissy comes into the pits. So slow. Rapid Sam then, getting past Lukac Smith, trying to hold it round the inside, gets it stuck, and Lukac Smith will be looking to come back, and that's absolute carnage. And into the pits comes Lukac Smith. He'll be popping on a new front wing here, and hopefully can keep himself within the points. Yanan's wet then in P1, Nok Chai P2. Jay Francis running around as well, P10. Scotty Tahati will get past the wreck of Rapid Town at some point and he'll move himself up to 11th. Captain Muley then, as Adarose getting past Zach's in the pits, and Lukac Smith is in the pits, so Adarose up to P6. Must have spun out at some point. Luke Smith then, brass softs as we go on to lap 26 of 26 then. And everything's calmed down a little bit. And now we actually have some gaps. Captain Muley sat in behind Bongai Rai, is your nearest and dearest, but same team, so they should hopefully be be able to drive one lap with each other, so that should be fine. Yunan's wet then is your P1 coming through Luffield. Around Woodcock we go. And you may as well use up all your ERS because it's your final lap. Through Copse we come. And there will be lots of movements with the penalties. And Bongai Rai picks up another 3 seconds. That takes him to 12. And seeing, it's going to be interesting to see who jumps up and down. I can't be bothered doing the maths, but 9 seconds. So Nokchai stays in second. Linguine has 15 seconds intervals, so Linguine stays in third. Bongai Rai will stay in fourth. Captain Mule will stay in fifth. So Nokchai then to come and pick up P2 around the final corner into Club, down the Hamilton Straight and across the line. Nokchai finishes P2. Linguine coming round to come across the line. And Bongai Rai as well comes across the line. Captain Mule stays behind Bongai Rai. Adaro's quite a bit distance back. He'll be coming around for P6. Smith jumps up ahead of Adaro's there. It's Zach coming around the final corner. Gets P8. Chrissy coming around for P9. J. Francis. And we'll just have a look at the scoreboard. And there's Yunan's Wet P1, Nokchai P2, Linguim P3, Bongai Rai, Captain Mule, Lucas Smith, Adaros, Zach, Francis, Chrissy, Scotty Tahoti. Then you've got DNFs from Captain Tam, Rapid Tam is still classified 12, Assassin goes 13, Marvin 14, Tropper there in 15. And that'll be it. Right, and I'm gonna go hop over to there, and I may have to bat the game because it looks like we're not gonna go anywhere. So let's just do that.